We're back. Jurac, Bells Beach. For me, there's not a better place to spend Easter.
That mid-season cut is looming, and we're seeing performances being pushed because of that.
The horn just went off. Bells are ringing here on the cliffs.
For over 60 years, Bells has been a mainstay. It holds a special place for the competitors.
Gives you chicken skin when you start to think about those moments, and you could be potentially a part of history like that. It's a big deal.
This is one of the best performances in the Bells Bowl ever, hands down, in the history of surfing.
Second wave always, mate.
You ask any surfer on the tour, what event do you want to win? And I guarantee you 90% of them will say, we want to ring that Bells Bowl. It's that iconic.
Honestly, it's the only trophy I want. It's the only trophy I want to win.
You look at the honour roll and it just magnifies the prestige of this contest.
The legacy of winning Bells, it's like you're remembered forever. History will be written.
Good morning once again from Jurac. We're here for the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach, the 62nd edition. Can you believe it? So much history has been made here.
I just don't think we overthink it as in like overhead high.
Nah.
Anything head high is you're going.
Yeah.
Pride yourself on how solid you are, dude.
Yeah.
Delivering on just 2 chances.
Ethan Ewing chasing his second Bells title. On this forehand has just proven so deadly in the past. What about that opening turn? Unbelievable. Floating to get transitioning down the line with plenty of speed to a big finish.
Holy, I'm blown away. That was some really, really amazing surfing.
Ethan rips through that carve again, bringing the board right back into the power source and leaning into that final move. Just 2 turns, but the second one so strong. Oh my goodness.
Ethan Ewing's entered the water. Are you kidding me? He's looking absolutely on fire. Like it does not get better than this.
And Ethan getting the jump into the round of 16.
Ethan, do you have any flashbacks to your win back in 2023 out here at Winky Pop?
For sure, yeah. It was kind of similar conditions, pretty small and lully, but really good wind. So.
Ewing out front, looking for the bell. And remember, his mom won this contest 40 years ago. And how sweet that would be to join his mother's name on that staircase.
You are going to be on that perpetual trophy with your mom forever.
It's been my biggest goal in my career to win this, and just all my heroes have won this. Joel, Mick, Kelly, and then yeah, my mum back in '83. It's an honour to compete here, and yeah, put my name up there with hers it's really special. Tell your mum you love them, because you never know what life throws at you. So thank you.
Absolute legend. Let's hear it for Ethan Ewing.
Ethan Ewing is one of Australia's next hopes to win a world title. Quiet, unassuming guy, and really lets his surfing do the talking.
His technique is the best. Truly incredible and an honor to watch, really.
He's the guy that the sort of the old power mongers sort of look at and go, that's surfing. That's what good surfing looks like.
The style's there, the flow, just the power. He seems to accelerate through the turns, where other surfers sort of go through and then hunt for speed as they come out.
Ethan's in the perfect position this year. Without John and Gabriel, it probably becomes the power surfer of the tour. Yeah, I think he's the guy to beat.
Ethan's performance throughout 2025 so far has been really consistent. You know, he's right up at the top of the ratings, but the win has been a little bit elusive for him. You feel like there's a point to prove here at Bells Beach. He wants the win.
Man, he's one of the most hard-working surfers on tour. He puts everything he has into his craft. However, he's not putting himself in the spotlight. He's not really telling those stories of heartbreak.
My first few years on tour, I really struggled with self-belief.
Ethan Ewing is putting on a display of power surfing we have yet to see here at Lowers. The fact that he had broken his back 4.5 weeks ago, and now he's surfing at this level. He's a Superman.
Incredible job, Ethan Ewing. Second in the world in 2023.
He won't stop until he accomplishes his goal. He might not sing us a song about it, but I think that's probably one of those dangerous things that you can have. Like, what is he hiding? What is he working on that we haven't seen yet? And he's definitely saving it for the water.
I think I'm at like a much better place now with believing in myself and believing that I can win a world title.
Good luck, Ethan.
Thank you.
Now, tell him you don't believe in luck. Don't sit out too far.
Yeah.
These guys let some nuggets go.
Yeah.
You paddle out to them easy.
Yeah.
But the ones that are going underneath are still sick. Just your ability and smoking.
Yeah.
Go enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll be looking in.
All right, but.
Ethan Ewing chasing a second Bell's title up against Connor O'Leary. Ethan on the outside gets started with a big float as Connor brings it through to the inside, takes a fall. Ethan on his way to winning this opening exchange. Bit more work on the outer section. And this wave, it's carrying its height all the way through to the inside now as Ethan gets forward over that final section.
It's effortless, the way he goes about these turns.
That 7 car was huge.
Ethan Ewing starting with a 9.33 for his opening ride. And he's also backed that up now, an 8.5 for this one.
Two-turn combo out the back was insane. And then again, just finishing with that layback.
So Connor O'Leary, he's going to pull the trigger on this one. Blitzes the lip. And again, just gets upside down. A great combination on the outside. 3 huge turns.
12 o'clock, Duna.
It's got to be neat.
Connor O'Leary.
Somewhere up there.
Have a look at this wall for Ewing, who responds with a bit more aggression after Connor drops an 8.67. Ethan knows he's within reach now, and he's putting it all on the line. Full release, total commitment. He just vaporized that wave.
This is a new version of Ethan again. Like, he's pushed it even further.
This has been tidy work from Ethan. Some of the best forehand surfing that we've ever seen here at Bells.
To see him in absolutely pristine conditions at the Bells Bowl, that's just such a great marriage.
Thank you.
That's a really good job.
Yeah.
Holy good surfing, dude.
Thank you.
Holy. I loved it. Wow.
Yeah.
That was impressive.
Yeah,
good
worked
job.
out well. The stars and everything.
Oh, absolutely.
Honestly, he was
Only a couple
surfing as
weeks
good as
ago,
I've ever seen anyone
going
surf out here.
insane.
Like, it was crazy.
I've seen some demo jobs in that Bells Bowl over the years, mate, but none more sublime than that. That was one of those magic performances that will just echo through eternity.
Yeah, that was such a fun heat. It just feels good to be surfing out here with the crowd here and everything. It's just at the top for us in this sport.
What Ethan Ewing delivered at the Bells Bowl was just nothing short of extraordinary. You know, the way he attacked those waves, he really rewrote the blueprint for how to surf Bells Bowl. This is a moment in history. It will be etched.
Griffin Colapinto, he's down in like the mid-20s on the rankings, and it's been difficult to watch.
It's his worst start to a championship tour season ever.
Griff just so sure-footed. Perfect launch pad off the lip there.
The last few events have just like broken me open emotionally.
Drives up into a chunky section, and it's a huge statement laid down.
You're watching Inside Pro Surfing, and we're back at Bells. With a slow start to the season, Griffin Colapinto hopes to turn things around with a round of 32 matchup with Matt McGillivray.
What do you think for the start?
Nicholls just catch the rail there. So just over 11 minutes.
Cheers, boys.
Griffin Colapinto, he's down in like the mid-20s on the rankings, and it's been difficult to watch him not crack through this round.
And it looks like Griffin moving into position here. Deep on this one, he'll drive around that foamy section, climbs up onto the lip, and a beautiful rotation to kick things off.
Griff just so sure-footed. Perfect launch pad off the lip there.
Griff just cruising into it off the bottom, big tail blow, reverses it. Another big air rev.
And here he goes. Good size wall for Matty. He's going to have to turn this one with a single ride, and it's a big number he needs. 9.23, that'll help. Huge rip into the face. And attacking the bowl once again. Needs one of those big finishes. Doesn't really get a clean combination to finish. Behind him, Griffin Colapinto.
Beautiful opening turn. Connects with the lip, goes for the big tail slide, and he tags that finishing turn as well.
Griffin Colapinto through to the round of 16 for just the second time this year.
Really good surf. You know what I mean? Sick surf.
Attack. This year's been a tricky one. It's been really hard to like trust that everything I'm doing is going to pay off at some point. Cheers, brother.
Away from the ocean, Griffin Colapinto finds his focus on the fairway. A welcome reset during a rocky start to the season.
Might be here a while. Yeah, boys.
We've been here since 6.
I love it. My whole life, I've just done the over the top, and slice, slice, slice. So working on the inside out draw. I haven't really like tried to get way better at something besides surfing. You know, I really am trying to like figure out how I can improve. Usually I've only done that with surfing, so I think it's healthy to do that with something else, another activity. Couple bogeys, huh?
Yeah, I don't
think we didn't even get one par. That's sad.
Griffin Colapinto is not able to find a wave right now to respond. It's going to be the rookie taking down a big name.
Griffin's start to the season, a beautiful mess is probably what you'd call it.
He's had his worst run of results, his worst start to a championship tour season ever.
A tough blow for the Colapinto camp. He really needed to get a keeper as Colapinto shakes this one off.
He's getting good scores, but he's coming up against surfers that are laying down some big numbers, and he's just not getting through heats.
I'd say no, but he made it exciting. He tried, though.
As a surfer, that's a really hard thing to deal with mentally.
It's a fun learning curve for him to, to have to adapt to those situations.
He doesn't want to face the cut deep in the 20s on the rankings. Last score for Colapinto is not enough.
Close heat, though, and Griffin surfed great. I mean, that's 2 events in a row.
I mean, a little slow start to my season, haven't cracked a finals day. It's the first time I've had that since my second year on tour. So, yeah, it's just a good test for me, and it's going to shape me to who I am. And
the evidence is there. You're missing something. You've got to step up.
I felt like I wasn't too deep or anything.
We went where we know we can go.
As a competitive surfer, it's hard to break out of this losing rhythm.
You started. It's looking better. Yeah. It's just to get everything lined up is so hard.
So hard.
Yeah, I want to see.
Yeah.
Next. 6 iron.
Looks better.
100 yards. My last 2 years have been so good. So good, but also coming so close to winning a title, but then not.
Last of blue, 7.0, it's Italo into the final action!
The bar's set pretty high, so there's definitely a little bit of a pressure of wanting to perform better than the year before. Even if you fail, the failures are good because it's just pointing out your weaknesses, your flaws. If you can notice that, figure it out, get better at it, and then come back stronger, over time, you're going to end up where you want to be.
Good morning once again from the 62nd running of the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach. Our quarterfinalists are gearing up to hit the lineup. Griffin Colapinto, Samuel Pupo fighting for a spot in that second semi-final heat.
You've got to trust all the research and all the knowledge you have on the spot.
Yeah.
Right?
How about the start? I'll just do what I've been doing. I'll push for deepest and see how he reacts to that.
Yep.
It's going to take that breakout result here to get yourself up those rankings, out of the cut line. Both of these guys are looking for blood.
Well, here we go. Griffin's going to swing on this one.
Connects with that first section.
Drives up into a chunky section, and it's a huge statement laid down.
Griff into this one. There's a big section here in front of him. Just attacks it. Griff is absolutely attacking this thing and sticks the last one.
He's loving it and really starting to tap into the emotion.
Griff, a 9.43.
Sammy Pupo now chasing a two-wave total of 17.36, and there is an aggressive tail slide. They'll get a big end section to attack here. Sammy Pupo just answered back a big 8.83, and here comes Griffin Colapinto.
He has just been on absolute fire this heat.
But Griffin Colapinto still alive, moves through to the semi-finals.
This is nowhere close to done.
Team. Let's go, team.
I got to make smart selection and make the right moves.
That was huge.
Thank you.
So
his performances have been good up to date.
Taught you everything you
As
did,
the results come with each round that he goes through, he seems to grow bigger and stronger and larger. Griff's coming back in a big way.
Who's still got a shot at ringing the bell. Gabriella Bryan, Isabella Nicholls up next.
Gabby Bryan, now the new world #1. Can see how that feels. I think it'll be really real for her when she's in bright yellow. Right now, though, she's just focused on a bell.
Drives up into that first turn, big snap.
Get ready for it. It's quarterfinals time here at the Rip Curl Pro. Bells Beach, presented by Bonsoy. One of these competitors could potentially be 3 heat wins away from ringing the most iconic trophy in the sport.
We had some major upsets. We had world #1 go down, Katie Simmers to Sally Fitzgibbons. We had Caroline Marks go down. We had Molly Picklum go down. We're talking women who are consistently in that top 5 conversation, but it opens up the door for other women to jump into that place.
The ledger's been evened by Luana Silva into the quarterfinals for the first time in 2025.
The quarterfinals begin with Lakey Peterson, a proven vet, up against rising threat Luana Silva.
At this point in the season, the thing on every competitor's mind is the cut. Luana Silva is ranked number 14, so well below that cut line.
Lakey Peterson, a real slide down the rankings up until this point.
So both of these women are hoping to find themselves inside that cut. This is a great matchup.
Definitely. Well, Luana's going to get things started.
Tricky little wave. She really scratches into it hard, tries to engage that rail, does well to work this one over. Does she find this connection? Beautiful right there.
Lakey Peterson picking off a bomb.
Yeah, under priority, taking this first wave of the set. Hammers that one.
This next wave for both the surfers is going to be a real defining moment in the heat. Luana just attacks that first section. Second section here, just absolutely tags it. 3 explosive maneuvers on one of the biggest sets we've seen in the last hour.
7.67.
Disappointment for Lakey, you can see it. She knows this one is all over.
Luana Silva into the semi-finals for the first time in her championship tour career.
This event is so historical. I've watched it ever since I was a little girl. It's just a dream come true, and I really can't believe it, and I'm really happy.
Good luck. Thank you.
Kill it. Good job.
Watch for the towel, yeah?
Yeah.
Second and third wave, sure.
Let's go.
With a shot at the semifinals on the line, Betty Lou Sakura-Johnson faces off with one of the sport's fiercest veterans, Tyler Wright.
She's proven she can win anywhere. This event for a period there was more important to her than a world title win. She wanted to win this contest more than any other.
Tyler Wright has done it in back-to-back seasons.
It is more than a win. It's the only event that I've ever really wanted to win. I'm pretty over the moon.
She's won out here twice before, and she has an amazing connection to the bowl. I think she's really hungry for a third bell.
History will be written in this seed. Betty Lou Sakura-Johnson taking on Tyler Wright, Hawaii versus Australia. One of the younger names on tour, taking on an established veteran.
Here Tyler goes, lays that board on rail.
Winds up and finds a nice section to attack. 7.0. Now Betty Lou on the next one. Puts it up.
Wow, big turn out of the top of the lip. This is going to be giant.
On the end section, has time to celebrate on the way back down. Betty Lou got a 7.73. Both surfers turning in great rides back-to-back.
Oh, coming in hot.
Look at that. And they're actually battling for priority. This is insane. And it's going to go to Betty Lou. Wow. Tyler under prio, whips one quickly. Throw that last cut back into the pocket. End section, she hits up really clean. Pocket sevens now in first.
Betty Lou should have kept Tyler off this one. Betty's on the wave behind, jams it there, but just a bit too much.
Had to settle for one maneuver, and I think Betty Lou's going to feel that. Tyler still has a chance to win her third bell.
Felt like back and forth the entire time. Great battle off the ski.
Whoa, coming in hot.
Honestly, that stuff is just entertaining. Like, that's so fun, but I'm really happy with my competitive mentality in that heat.
Yeah? You did so well.
Thank you so much.
I was here. Can I get thank you?
Gabriella Bryan's rise continues, but Isabella Nicholls is no stranger to playing spoiler. They meet again in a high-stakes quarterfinal.
See one with two, even a bit deep.
Yep.
Go for it.
Okay.
And then just see where you end up after that, get into the flow of it.
Okay.
Gabriella Bryan is performing at the highest level right now. Fresh off the win in El Salvador, where she was absolutely ripping.
Oh! Gabby, the queen of Punta Roca.
It's undeniable. She's the most powerful surfer on the women's tour.
Gabriella Bryan taking on Isabella Nicholls. A rematch from what we saw in the final at Punta Roca in El Salvador. Huge one. Running down the line with Gabriella Bryan. Big whip in the pocket, solid start, right off the top again. Nice connection on the forehand, and Gabriella Bryan rides away and will, in fact, take the lead. Drops a 6.0. Great start for Gabby Bryan, your new world #1. Isabella with priority is waiting to answer back.
Go bow, go bow. Nice wave choice, nice clean face, places that first turn in the beautiful section of the wave, jabs it up there with a second one.
Good finish, Bella. Don't cut back, hit it.
Let's see the finish she gets. Just nice projection out of the lip there.
8.77 for Isabella Nicholls.
Putting the pressure on Gabby.
You can tell her headspace is clear and she's ready.
Bella getting to work, just putting that board on rail. Surfing beautifully here. She's trying to drop the 2.67. Wow.
Another great ride from Isabella Nicholls.
Backs it up with the 7.17.
Isabella Nicholls takes out world #1.
I've been coming here since I was 15. I just feel like I've got such a good crew around me now. I've got my family, friends. I just love this place so much.
What a run for Isabella Nicholls. She will be into the semifinals here at Bells Beach. Gabby will be moving to the Gold Coast.
Kanoa Igarashi up against Ethan Ewing. Speaking of fights.
Let's do this. Ethan putting down some of the best power surfing we've ever seen in Bells. Wowza.
The real key is putting pressure on early.
Oh, Noah's back to his samurai sword.
Ethan gets an opportunity here. Needs to absolutely go mad. Speaking of fights, this is going to be a great one. Kanoa Igarashi up against Ethan Ewing in quarterfinal #1. Ethan's never beaten Kanoa in a head-to-head battle.
Wow. Oh, I want to see a good battle, you guys. There you go. Let's go, brother.
Kanoa Igarashi, there's a huge fin drift. No recovery time needed. Great control, gets back up into the pocket. And a good reply for Igarashi.
4 strong maneuvers on that wave.
At the back, we've got Kanoa.
Oh.
The real key is putting pressure on early, and that's exactly what Kanoa did, and Ethan just unraveled.
Ethan Ewing's got work to do. He's after an 8.4.
Here we go.
Ethan gets an opportunity here. Needs to absolutely go mad.
3, 2, and 1.
There's just nothing there for him to really open up on, and
good battle.
The heat score totals are solid, but Kanoa Igarashi too strong, and he's on his way to the semis for the first time ever here.
Good job, Grasshopper.
Fresh off a win in El Salvador, Jordy Smith is a favorite as the quarterfinals continue. He'll be going up against wildcard Morgan Cibilic, who's out to prove he still belongs among the best.
Morgan Cibilic is back, coming in as a wild card to this event, but we know that Morgan has the ability on the championship tour. We've seen him there, but he's dropped off and he's trying to get back, and he's back in form. And he's pressure-free, so that's a real dangerous thing for his competitors.
I think these kind of these middle ones you can turn on. These guys have been caught side like 3 times now.
Morgan on his first wave, but he needs to hit the cymbals hard.
He threw everything, the kitchen sink, the little bits of lettuce that gather in the kitchen sink. It was all at that last turn.
Paddling to this one, Jordy Smith.
Cuts it short so he can get on top of this section. It's a good read for the opening combo. Kicks that tail. Trademark stuff from Smith. Behind him, we've got Morgan.
Oh, this is good stuff. Both surfers really shine during these rides.
A 7 for Morgan Cibilic. He jumps into first. Jordy Smith chasing a 7.43. Only a minute and 20 seconds to go here, and Jordy Smith drives into this first section, hammers it. Big layback jam to get started. Now goes to the rail. Smith, a foamy section to deal with, gets a finish, pumps the fist, has a flex.
Wow, a great finish.
What do you reckon? Yeah, give it to me, give it to me. Come on, big dog here. Give the big dog it. Come on. Was a good run for him, but give it to me.
The numbers are rolling through.
Jordy Smith dropped in a 7.4.
Okay.
And he's gonna fall just short. Morgan Cibilic is on his way to the semi-finals.
Came here in the trials and didn't even know I was going to get in the comp, and then all of a sudden I'm in the semis, so I'm frothing, and it's going to be a good day tomorrow.
Well done there, bro.
The quarterfinals continue with Jake Marshall taking on Jack Robinson. The Australian is still searching for that breakthrough performance this season. A win here would finally put him back on top of the podium.
For the Aussies, you know, Jack has proven that no matter what venue he's at, he can challenge for a victory.
The thing that Jack Robinson has is an incredible mental game. The strength of self-belief in this guy, I think, is probably unmatched on the tour at the moment.
Will it be Jake Marshall or Jack Robinson? Jake doing his best surfing in a CT jersey here at Bells this year. Looking to get the jump on Jack.
That was a beautiful maneuver right there, just drifting through that float.
Here goes Jack, though. Gets a little swamped in the face, but the attack, it will be rewarded. Out onto the open face. There's a great carve. Nice little tweak on the tail to finish this one. 8.17, an excellent score drops. Things shaping up nicely here.
You're going to see Jack Robinson take off on another wave and really up the ante, and here's that opportunity.
Big, long, drawn-out bottom turn. Spreads the wings and glides through that first carve.
Jack Robbo lines it up, the big drop ball and finish.
Oh, 7.77. Wow. So Jake's after another one of those mid-range 9s that he had earlier in the event now, if he's going to turn this. This might be his last shot at it. Positive, stylish start to this one. As he hammers off the bottom, out onto that open face. Needs a very exciting finish here. If he's going to get the number he needs, that's a massive floating re-entry. Really well executed. Did he do enough work on the outside?
8.5, Matt.
And there it is.
Good job. You got it.
8.07. So yes. Jack Robbo into semi-finals here at the Griffin Pro.
Yeah, I definitely have a lot more. I feel like just doing what's needed, you know, and locking it down at the start, and just focusing on myself a lot.
Jack Robinson's performance through this Bells event has been clinical. You know, all of a sudden, he's in the semi-finals, a shot at a final, and a shot at the bell for the first time for this guy.
Two surfers that were just on fire throughout this event. both reaching their personal best result. Into the countdown. How about this moment? It's a giant win. A timeless trophy.
Your 2025 Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach champion.
Semifinals time here at Bells.
Tyler Wright has owned this stage before, but Isabella Nicholls is one win away from her first Bells final.
Tyler Wright, two-time Bells champ, coming into this with the most experience in the field. Isabella Nicholls fading, holding her rail, fading a little carve. Isabella will tap that one off the top.
At the back, Isabella Nicholls on her second wave.
Picking out a gem of a wave. So much time to enjoy this rail work. And now locking in a beautiful snap. Really impressed with how she's adapting to these conditions while Tyler's still waiting for a decent opener.
1.5 minutes remaining.
Tyler hoping to turn this one around. She's got the white water just tackling her on the takeoff. Isabella just eliminated one of the best at Bells. And she makes it into back-to-back finals on the championship tour.
So close to owning a bell a couple years ago, and regardless of if it's the grande or the small size, like, I'm gonna have a bell at home now.
Go. Let's go again.
Are you kidding?
Yes.
All right, starting the timer.
Isabella Nicholls is here to prove she belongs.
You got to feel for Isabella.
Really is heartbreaking not to be making the cut.
Sucks. It's part of my journey. A lot of people fall off tour and come back on again. It's fine.
She's been on the fringe edges of the tour and fought her way back.
Isabella keeping her hopes and dreams alive here.
This morning was I thinking about falling off tour. Now in final five, you know? The goals changed.
Isabella Nicholls is your Margaret River Pro champion.
In primary school, we'd have like class excursions, and so we'd drive down and we'd go watch the Snapper Pro, and it's so clearly in my memory of me getting a photo with Steph, and I was 14 at the time. That was a point for me where I was like, this is what I want to do. I want to perform and entertain all of these people.
And now lining up a big hollow pit, Bella Nicholls, how you feeling?
I'm coming into this now, like lowering expectations, having more fun, just really trying to open up and attack and surf my best. And I feel like the last few years I've started to try and turn the dial up a bit.
Look at this thing. Wow, big hack off the top right there.
It's incredible to see these surfers that have been in the conversation of the mid-year cut, and to see Bella now find her potential essentially, and make back-to-back finals.
Your women's runner-up, Isabella Nicholls.
I'm ready to push myself. I'm ready to overcome any kind of fear that comes my way.
The red's through there, arms in the air.
This year I'm just gonna show up, be Bella, try and do the best surfing I can on the waves that I get, while also having the most fun possible.
It is time for the final. Luana Silva taking on Isabella Nicholls. We will have a new Bells champion this year.
Isabella is making back-to-back finals. She's arguably had the hardest run through this event, and you can tell that she's feeling very connected.
Let's start this final. Lulu gets the first wave, wide open section for her to drill right there. Punching out the white water. Really impressed that Lulu got that opener, but Isabella might just be thinking, I'm waiting for something better.
Go, go, go.
Patience paying off. First wave for Isabella Nicholls, drawing a beautiful down carve, and then punches out the lip. What a combo. Lulu's on the next one.
Nice arcing turn there, cuts right back to the source. That wave really makes her work for it.
Last score for Lulu, 6.67. But the timing and the precision surfing from Isabella Nicholls was certainly excellent.
An 8.33 for Blue. 8.33.
Luana really is on the ropes at the moment. We're seeing Bella in her absolute prime.
Ding dong, Bella.
Lulu's got some open face to play with. Almost goes down, but she recovers. Timing the finishing move. She goes down. Oh. Isabella's still swinging behind her. Isabella attacking that section.
She really throws it up there into the lip really late.
Wow.
Really late.
A 7.93 to go with an 8.33 for Isabella Nicholls. It's a giant win. The bell belongs to Isabella Nicholls.
So proud of her, man. A lot of ups and downs, but this is why she does it, like these moments, you know.
Your first final here at Bells. Put your hands together for Isabella Nicholls.
To be carried up the stairs by my dad and pretty much most of my family and friends here, like, it's an emotion that I can't describe in words. Like, you can just see it on my face, and this is the best day of my life, for sure.
With the win, Isabella Nicholls moves up to 4th place. Gabriella Bryan takes the yellow jersey, and Caitlin Simmers is in 2nd.
Men's final.
Jack is probably Australia's best chance at a world title at the moment.
Of course, he'll be going up against Igarashi.
Kanoa just tags it. He is feeling it, mate. Jacko again, big searing top turn, and look for a big finish here.
Trigger on this one, and he does.
Welcome back to the show, the 62nd running of the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach. And we have the semi-final stage set. Kanoa Igarashi, of course, one of the megastars on the championship tour. Morgan Cibilic looking to win as a wild card. Kanoa Igarashi is going to get things kicked off for us. Good control, drives up into the pocket again, mixing things up. You can hear cheers from the crowd. I think Morgan's working on a wave behind him.
Connects with that first section, keeps that momentum running down the line. Stands up again. Oh, a little slip on that cutback. Just not looking as sure-footed as he has done in previous heats.
Kanoa will try and up the requirement, get a bit of flair out of that section. And Morgan is up behind him. We'll go to Morgan. He's taken a fall. The wildcard's run is going to come to an end. We are going to see Kanoa Igarashi into the final.
You get another crack at it, brother, for the bell. Woohoo!
Griffin Colapinto preparing himself mentally for a huge clash with Jack Robinson, and they are climbing over one another to try and get back into the final 5 picture.
Jack Eddie, mate. Enjoy it. Enjoy it out there with him, yeah?
Yeah,
it's good.
yeah.
Well, we are, boys.
Thanks, guys.
Scrambling to get into position because Griffin Colapinto. Griffin swings the tail on that first turn. He's been doing some great big finishes, and he gives us another one there.
Meanwhile, Jacko out the back.
A little layback hack. Beautiful bottom turn into a ferocious carve.
And just hangs on to that last turn. Griff Colapinto again. There it is. Just a savage snap. Griff's finishing up.
Jack Robinson looking for a 6.84 at the moment. And he's now going to lean into a couple of those big carves and looks to build speed again for the big finish. This might be the number he needs. He gets a clean hit on the final move.
Still waiting on that last score.
Come on, give it to him.
There it is, last of blue, a 7-1-7.
Jack Robinson getting the victory and moving into the final.
Come on! Griff, and we're really good friends, and we're going to push each other a lot. I thought it would come down to the best waves. I felt like he got the best waves, and I kind of had to scrap for it a little bit. Finally got it in the end, so just a little bit of adversity.
Good battle, man. Yeah, you have 2 on me, huh? I had to get you back.
I know you. I knew you were thinking like that.
Jack Robinson falling out of the sky, backsided pike. Let's go! And comes out! How did he do that? Are you kidding me?
For Jack, you know, he's competed for the world title a couple times already. but he's been off to a tough start. He was devastated when he lost at pipe to Al Cleland.
It's over.
So Alan Cleland holds on, defeats Jack Robinson.
I feel for him now, bro. He did so good, just didn't get an opportunity.
He did well at the pool in Abu Dhabi, you know, made some heats in Portugal, but he just hasn't been in that winner's circle all season.
Some guys go their whole careers and don't win an event, and have done it 7 times. It's not all just based on just a result. It's based on how you bounce back from things, how you rebuild yourself.
Jack has proven that he can put together a season consistently. He's probably Australia's best chance, I think, at a world title at the moment.
I have high expectations of myself, but so much pressure on my shoulders for sure.
What the man?
I truly believe that it's building up for a special moment.
If Jack can get in that final 5 picture at Cloudbreak, I think he's the favourite for the world title. A win here at Bells is crucial in his campaign to get to that situation.
Coming up next, men's final.
Wow, Jack Robbo making his way down to the beach, and the Groms. Everyone just loves this guy. Of course, he'll be going up against Kanoa Igarashi, an amazing surfer in his own respect.
Yeah, Kanoa's going to grab this without priority. First wave of the set, up through the lip and drifts the tail. Big first turn, second section here, and just nails it. And it looks like Jacko is going to be on the one behind. Big searing top turn. Now, Jacko again, waiting for it to stand up. There it is, another big figure 8 out of the lip. And look for a big finish here off the bottom, and Jack Robbo nails it.
Scores in for Jack, 6.37. Kanoa locks in a 6.7.
Here we go, Kanoa's grabbed this on the inside, up and over it, just tags it, drops in again. Another big hit. He is feeling it, mate.
Kanoa Igarashi just linking beautifully on the outside.
He was absolutely fanging through the inside there. Last red at 7.17, so it now means, Jacko, you are chasing a 7.5 for the lead.
Pull trigger on this one, and he does.
Puts a lot into that. Redirect in the pocket, almost a little stumble, but he's still got his rail. Just S-ing his way back into the whitewater section. Jack's now moving towards a layback finish. He'll ride away. Hits the jackpot with a 7.77 and takes the lead off Kanoa.
3, 2, 1.
The bell belongs to Jack Robinson, his first win of the season, his first trophy at Bells.
Far out, man. It's just a surreal feeling. It's really special. There's so much history here, and it's been a special week. I've had my whole family here.
Get ready to ring it. Your 2025 Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach champion, Jack Robinson.
For Jack, everything changes. All of a sudden, he catapults to number 3 in the world. That's a spot in the final 5. Everyone wants to see what he could do at Cloudbreak. Jack Robinson, your champion. First win of the season, his first Bells trophy.
On the next Inside Pro Surfing, it's time for a big Bonsoy beach party, the Gold Coast Pro.